Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this tutorial, I will show you how to set up your environment to learn CDS view, and it is totally effortless. Why it is effortless? Because like for the beginner level, if anyone want to learn CDS view, he need to do so many setup. He need SAP environment, or he also need to connect with the cloud, and after getting the connection he also need Java connector or other connector to set up this ID, then connect with the SAP backend server. So many things need to do to learn CDS. And another thing is that for the beginner level it is also difficult to connections. So that is the reason I think that this video will be helpful, like who want to learn CDS view but without doing any environment. I mean that without SAP it is possible. So let's start how you can practice CDS view without SAP. You can do everything on your own. It's just a Visual Studio Code. So let's start. So I'm starting from scratch. So let's start with my Visual Studio Code. So from here I am taking a new window. So here it's look like just okay. So from here I'm opening the new terminal. So here I am going to my project, CD project. That is the location where I keep all of my projects. So here I will do everything using the CDS. So I assume that you already installed the relevant package for the CDS view, and if you don't install, you can just check internet. It just I will also show you the link how you can install the CDS in the SAP environments. I mean that here where you want to start your project. So now what I'm doing, it's just a CDS init initialize commands. And what is the name of your projects? It's look like CDS tutorial. So yeah, project's already created. So now you need to go to the project cd. Okay, so now go to X. So now it is already opened with your new environment. So now what I have to do, you can see that's already created an app, DB and service. So our main objective is that we will create a sample table and sample view, and we will show in the service, and we will also do everything using the CDS view. So let's start that. So everything we will have, because we will create only the CDS view, that is the reason we don't need any app or other things or service. We will do everything in the DB folder. So first of all, what I have to do, I have to create a script.cds. So here actually we will do everything. So let me give a namespace, for example DB, and we will create two table. So for example entity like student. So here that is the key ID integer, and another is the name. It is also string and like batch integer. So that is the one table. Another table is another entity like student info. I'm not doing any extra thing, just for the beginning level, I mean how you can set up. So here it is the key like ID integer, and another is the subjects, just for student subject, and another is title is string, and another is okay. So only these. So basically you have that two table. So now what we have to do, as I said, that we will do everything without SAP, and later when you deploy in the SAP HANA, then it will automatically convert to the HANA database. So that is different things, but now actually you need to understand that how you can set up your everything in your own data. Like in your case, you can create a PU and PU details, and you can insert some sample data, and after that you can work on that. So now we need sample data for the student and student info. Okay, so that is the reason in the DB folder I will create a data folder. Inside that I have to create two CDS CSV file like db dot student dot CSV. Basically that is the CSV file. So let me create another, then I will explain. db dot student info dot CSV. So sorry, you can okay. So here the important thing is that the script I use that db, that is the namespace. After that I am creating two table. One is the name is the student, another is the student info. And here you can notice that my table name, the CSV name also following the namespace, and after that the student name, and after that that is the student info. Why I did this? Because then when we execute, it will automatically collect data from the student for the respective CSV file, and it will deploy. So now it is always better just copy and paste here, because you can see I did a mistakes in the name. So that is the same way in the script, that is the student. So here you can just okay. So now when we execute, actually it will create a database in the SQLite. So you have to install the SQLite. I have separate video how you can install SQLite, and for that it will be, that is also for the beginner level and it's very easy. I will also put that link in my comments. So now you can see that in that script there are two tables. One is student and student info, and my namespace is the db. So my data started, the table started with that namespace dot student, that's the one, and another is the student info. So I need some sample data in the student. So I have some data, I'm just copying and paste here. So you can see that the ID name base, and that is also id name batch, that is the CSV file, and I'm putting all data into that student info. Okay, so now you can see that you have some sample data in the CSV, and it's not the table, so I am declaring table here. So now what we have to do, if we go to the terminal, I am in the CSV, so CDS watch. Okay, so basically that is, this port is already used another, so you need to just execute to run in the different port. So now just need to open this. Let me open that. So now you can see that on this service is already running, and if you analyze on that CDS watch, you can see that like from here actually it is already connected with the SQLite database. And if you watch my another video about the SQLite, you will have that clear understanding how it is working. So I'm not talking about this more. So now you can see that it is connected with the SQLite, that is the memory based database, and it is connecting data from that CDS view and actually successfully data deploy also in the database. So basically you don't need to do anything if you just follow that proper naming convention. So it will insert the data from the CDS view. So basically what it did, it from here it created two tables, and after that it is also inserting the data from the respective CSV view. So it's really fantastic. So now I also execute that comments here. So now you can see that it is running, but there is no application, there is no service endpoint. Why? Because I didn't create here. So now what we have to do, as I said, it is very easy way I will do. So now, for example, let's this script is only for the database creation. So now let's say create a service. So service, it's look like my service, and here you can just, so here you can entity student as projection on student, actually is the db dot student. Okay, so now you can see that this service is already here, it's already connected here. So if you click on that metadata, you can see that ID, name, base, everything is already connected here. And if you see data, you can see that data is coming from that database, where that is the SQLite database. So now if you connect with second database, that is entity, it is like student info as projection on, it should be same db dot student info. So if you don't need to execute anything, you don't need to refresh anything, it will do everything. You can see the student info is there, and data is also there, that is all is coming from CSV, but actually it is not coming, data is totally following the all process, actually it is coming from the SQLite database. So now our main point, for example, now you want to practice the CDS view So now what you need to do practice here. So you can see that inside that service, like for example, you want to create a very simple view based on that student, right? So now what you can do, like view be student as select from student, like here you can, for example, you want to select ID and name. So now actually that is the very very basic view, and I didn't do any join or anything, but I just show you how you can practice CDS view without SAP server, without having any cloud access, without having any IDS server or anything. So here, if you go back, you can see there's already student information is here. So now from here you can see that data is already there. So that is only the ID and name. You can see the ID and name. So for example, if I want to add more data, so I am just changing the ID like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically total 9 I just want to add. So you don't need to do anything. You just save data and it will automatically take care. And if you just refresh, you can see this automatically data is appearing here, and it is coming from the CDS view. So whatever you want to do practice, whatever you want to do, you can just practice here, and you can just check the data here. And even it is also possible you can also see the pure preview. So that is for the beginner level. I think it's really helpful. So if you really liked that video, please subscribe my channel. You can leave a comments if you want, if you have any observations of anything. So yeah, that's all my side. You can see that is also appearing here. So if you just put it here, you can see that all data. So if you want to do practice annotation, everything you can do here. So my only focus is that how a beginner can start easily without any hassle. So yeah, that's all my side from today's video. Thank you so much.